Welcome to
Celtic GYPSIES.
I'm Mara,
And I'm Brittany.
and we're here to talk about episode 506, Better to Marry Than Burn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Got it all the right away. Oh my gosh. So the funniest thing happened. It's not funny, but you know, it starts out at the beginning where it's a flashback in Scotland with Jocasta and her daughter. We didn't know she had children. And she's like half asleep on the love seat with a blanket over her. And she's like, all that happens, you know, the poor daughter Morna, she gets shot accidentally and all that. And it's really, really sad. And, you know, he issues her back into the carriage and all that. And she's all, it's all Murtaugh's fault. I was like, how?
Yes.
I go, how is that Murtaugh's fault?
Because everything is Murtaugh's fault. He was stupid.
I go, that was in Scotland. They were just
Yeah.
getting away from Culloden. And she's like, what? And this, I go, couldn't you tell that Jocasta was younger and not blind? She was like,
Yes, I was not fully
she was
awake.
like, no. You look blind to me.
But I did write down the Highwayman poem.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard that poem? The, it was in Anne of Green Gables.
Go for it.
She recites the Highwayman. I don't know how to
Oh, I
recite it.
thought you said you wrote it down.
No, I just wrote down that
Highway?
scene
Okay.
on the carriage
I
on
thought
the
we were gonna
highway.
get a poem. No-
Reminded
no
me
rock-
of the Highwayman.
No Brittany Burns over here?
No Brittany Burns.
I just thought about that whole beginning. I guess, did they say that was Hector? Her husband Hector or something like that?
I don't remember his name.
So I know she's been married more than once. But I was like, what a horrible dad. His daughter gets shot.
Yeah.
You don't even know she's dead. Like, they didn't really check her. Jocasta just kind of cried over her a little bit. And he just puts Jocasta in the carriage, says, let's go. And Jocasta's so heartbroken, but she could have still been alive. I mean, even if she was dead, wouldn't you take the body of your daughter so you can bury her? All she had was that ribbon. I felt terrible for her.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really sad.
Yeah, she was telling, when she was telling Murtaugh about it, she said her youngest daughter, I had no idea she had two other daughters too that died in fires.
Mm-hmm.
So,
She's been through a lot of hard
yeah, so that's why she's such
stuff.
a stout woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Innes, or Eames, how do you say it, is introduced. We finally see him, and he's like, hey, I got you a gift for our wedding tomorrow. And Jocasta's like, oh, that's nice. And gives her a little pillow, and he starts talking to her about, we're going to get together, and I'm so excited. And she's like, thank you. That's enough. You are dismissed.
Before we get to that, I have a note here. When Morna dies, I wrote, that'd be how I die, step in poo, then get shot.
Oh, that was sad.
I'm sorry, that wasn't a
That
funny
was so
scene.
sad, though.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be me.
Are your left?
Step in poop and then get shot.
Yeah, that's kind of a horrible
Okay,
ending.
sorry.
No, it's
Moving
okay.
on.
I thought that was funny how she just dismisses him.
Yeah.
And I guess I didn't expect him to be that old. He looked quite a bit older than Murtaugh or even her, but I guess in
Yeah.
that time it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
And then Jamie is in the drawing room with Hobbit Man, right?
Second breakfast.
Yeah, second breakfast. And they're signing documents for River Run, so actually it's signed over to the new heir, which is Brianna and Roger's child. Jenny, yeah, so it's great. So new master of River Run. And actually Roger avoided the whole wedding get together because he was like, oh, Jemmy has a cold, I'll stay home. But think he was still insulted by Jocasta. He never figured that one out, that she didn't really insult him. She was testing him.
Yeah. I like that he said, you know, in the future we have a man on the moon, but still no cure for the common cold.
Yeah, true. So whether they're back then or in the future, he was wishing he had Kleenexes and
And still today in 2020, no cure for the common cold.
Yep. And then Adzo shows up, and he's so cute, and he has a little locust. It's like, uh-oh, you see them outside the window. So it's a good thing Roger did stay back, because he starts helping with that problem.
Yeah.
And then I thought about, gosh, Jocasta, at all the stuff that she's been through, and at her age, she has to have a big old wedding with all those guests. It must be tiring. So at some point in the show, she's like, I need to rest. I was like, I feel you, girl. You need to rest. Yeah. And then, you know, Jamie's kind of lamenting to Claire that he would rather Jocasta be with Murtaugh, but, you know, and I guess he was invited, and they were like, oh, he's not going to show, and Claire's like, well, it's his choice, you know, but he does show. But before that, they show Lord John looking all dapper.
I love him so much.
I know.
I love it when they have Lord John on there.
Yeah, he looks like
makes me smile.
Interview with Vampire. He just looks so perfect. Like, he looks so perfect, right? And hopefully he'll have a bigger part. We've just been seeing like little pieces of him. So he's there, which is interesting that he's there so much for all their events, but yet Jamie's son is never there. So does that mean Lord John is separated from his son all the time?
That's a good question.
Because they don't live close by.
Yeah.
He lives rather far. And then they showed Tryon in his nice floral jacket, and his wife. I really liked his wife.
Yeah, me too.
She was trying to get that wily guy away from Claire.
She's cool. Yeah.
And then flashback to Roger, and nobody at the Ridge trusts him. Poor Roger. They're like, we wish Jamie was here.
I have WWJD. What would Jamie do about locusts?
Exactly. Oh my gosh. And so they have locust trouble there, and and then they say that Wiley's an insufferable dandy.
Yeah.
We just see him kind of from afar. I don't really remember him from previous episodes. I guess she says that she met him before, which I just don't remember him. You would think that you would remember him.
I had a vague memory of it.
You remember him? Because he was quite...
I wrote Dandy, Hay, and Austenite and Outlander from the 1700s, because I'm an original Austenite, and I was like, oh, he would just fit right in Austin, Texas.
I don't know, he turned out to be kind of gross. And then Claire overhears some women talking about Dr. Rawlings, so it's gotten to even where Jocasta lives. We'll see if that plays a pivotal role later, because it keeps getting brought up. And then I put Mr. Wiley is all powdered face. Oh my gosh, when he appeared, I was like, ah! You notice that white face, and I was like, man, guy's got to match his foundation to his neck a little better.
Yeah.
And the lovely mole, we noticed the mole right away.
I wonder what foundation costs then.
I don't think it was foundation. I think it was kind of like a cream or a white powder or something. Clown makeup?
I don't know.
We talked about doing our face like that.
Maybe we should research that.
Yeah. And then Roger, he has a brilliant idea of using smoke. He remembers a story that his dad told him, which I thought was genius. I was like, yeah, what could you get rid of? I was trying to think about, how could you get rid of them? And as soon as he said smoke, I was like, oh, smoke, brilliant.
I like how he said, it's funny how certain things stick in your brain. And then he says, so much truth in fiction. So I have read to your kids.
Yeah, it's like the Grimm brothers.
Yeah. So
quite grim, but maybe a bit true.
This time of having our kids at home more right now would be a great time to read some of the classic stories and fairy tales, and they really do teach us a lot of lessons that will stick in your brain.
Yes, we read...
you never know when you'll need them.
Right, we read classical literature last year, all the stories from 1800s, and one book that stuck with me was The Hiding Place by Corrie ten Boom. Yeah. When the Nazis invaded Holland, and it's just a really great book. If you haven't read it, get it. She authored it herself. It's about her and her family. It's amazing, kind of an Anne Frank vibe, definitely, but... very in depth. I highly recommend that. But you're right, the classics, read them.
They do teach us lifelong lessons that stick in your brain.
Yeah, so then we kind of go back to Governor Tryon, and he's talking about the pardons. Jamie's like, oh, it's so great that Jamie's trying to feel him out. He's like, oh, it's great, the pardons. He's like, well, no, now we have a law that says 10 men or more can't gather. If they do, they can be arrested and hung and everything. So kind of went back on his word and went around kind of what our lawmakers do now, right?
Yeah.
Sneak something in.
They say there is the law, and then Jamie says, and then there is what is done.
Yep.
Which I've personally seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, then we go to lovely Wiley cornering Claire inside, talking about lace and how it would look good on him, and I'm like, ew.
Yeah, I have. Why is the ghost following her? He's so gross.
and he's like, I acquire exotic things, and we're like that mole.
Or The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Yep, and he's like, oh, you have 2 rings. Would you like a third? He didn't say that, but that was a look he was giving her in the drawing room. And then I was like, ew, his dude is Bonnet.
Yeah.
But Claire was trying to get to that. I didn't realize that's what she was doing. Mm-hmm. She tells Jamie that later. She was like, yeah, I think that's our smuggler, Mm-hmm. And then she goes to see what Wiley loves, and it was his horse, Lucas. Mm-hmm. I didn't expect him to come up behind her and kiss her. Yeah. He shouldn't have called Claire a bad name. Jamie was in there quick, throwing him against the wall. What happened? And then we just had a laughing fit because the mole is on Claire's side. Here,
oh my goodness,
sorry,
that hurts.
You want a mole?
Sure.
We'll give you a mole like that guy. You'll be prettier. Oh, it doesn't come out. Oh, it's light. Yeah, it's just gray. You can't see it.
Yeah.
Now it looks like a bruise. You have a bruise mole.
Here, would you like my mole on your neck?
That was so funny. Jamie takes it off and he's like.
Oh my gosh. My stomach still hurts from laughing so hard.
That was hilarious.
We had to rewind it, pause it, because I was missing everything because I was in hysterics.
That was funny. That was a good part. We haven't read the book, so I wonder if that's in the book. I mean, it seems like something Diana would put in as humor, but if it's not, whoever put that part in there, that was
brilliant.
Yes. And then there's the
bonnet. That laugh.
Yeah, we missed the whole bonnet talk because of that. Claire says she can maybe sweet talk Wiley, and Jamie says he knows Wiley likes to gamble, so they'll go that way. Back to the ridge. Man, those locusts were of biblical proportions, like Roger said. When they started coming, I was like, oh my gosh, but they had their lighted up poop. He said shite.
Oh,
they're shite.
Oh, shite. And then he's, burning the smoke over his fields, and the whole swarm of them come in. And we were talking about, oh great, they're gonna go to his neighbors, and I was like,
thanks neighbor, you sent the locusts over to my house.
I was like, that's when your neighbor blows their leaves into your yard.
A little bit worse, right?
Yeah.
And then I was cracking up because Jamie goes and sees Wiley, and I see him walk in. Does this mole belong to you?
Pardon me.
Thought you'd like it back.
But did you lose something? I was laughing when they were filming him afterwards because he had no mole.
Yeah. So funny. Yeah.
I think you're missing a little something right there.
Yeah.
You look a little different.
Yeah. Well, I think Wiley his pride was hurt because Jamie's like, hey, you can have some time with Claire for Lucas. He's like, no, Lucas is far more prized, but he wanted her rings because he knew that meant something to her. And then, oh my gosh, Claire just started whining about her ring. I was like, Claire, be quiet. Really, Claire? Come on. She's freaking out over Frank's ring, and she's all dramatic.
Yeah, oh, come on, Claire. Quit being so dramatic.
Yeah, Jamie's going to do anything to,
It was Frank.
Yeah.
And I know there are Frank fans out there, but...
We're not one of them.
No. It was Frank.
Yeah.
Why would you be so
I could understand if Bree kept the ring
Yeah.
and wore it, like at this time. Like, I know people are gonna go, well, because you love them up.
I get that kind of sentimental part. Like, he did love Bree and care about her, but still, like, to be that dramatic over.
Yeah, she was pretty dramatic over that.
Was silly.
Yeah.
But it led up to something good.
Yeah, it did. Well, Murtaugh visits Jocasta and gives her like his clan pin, and she's like, I can't be with you, and she gives it back to him, and she goes into this really horrible story about her youngest daughter being killed in the fires with her oldest daughter. It's really sad. She's a great actress.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. And I'm like, so one of our videos, we were like, dang it, Murtaugh. And she's like, I got proposed to. And he's like, oh. And he just like leaves her. And we're like, you should have said, wait for me. And I had other people tell me, no, he can't do that because blah, blah, blah. But then he says it.
Well, that's what I have.
Will you wait for me? And I was like, we already said this.
I have like, what the hell, Murtaugh?
Oh my gosh, the night before her wedding.
Why?
She asked you before. So we kind of got people telling us, no, he couldn't. And I'm like, he did it at this point. Yeah. So it was like, oh gosh, and then
I don't understand that.
Yeah, and so dang it, Murtaugh, she can hear it in his voice, but sorry, too late. But it was too late because, I was thinking, boy, she's a Mackenzie through and through, but she explains that she can't be with a man fighting another cause, like her ex-husband or her husband that passed away, because those type of men are willing to lose everything, and she doesn't want to do that again. She left her daughter on a road in the mud. I mean, that would haunt me my entire life. First of all, I would think, was she really dead? I know back then they didn't do CPR and all that kind of stuff, but that was just quick. All the wounds that we've seen in Outlander and them coming through, So, and then just to leave her there, she said she was 16 years old. So, he leaves his crest or whatever on her table, and I was like, oh my gosh. Then we get to Claire, and she's just out of line and all huffy, and she claims Jamie has this pride, but she's pretty prideful herself.
Yeah, she is.
And she's like, smacks him, and I was like, oh my gosh, and he's all,
oh yeah, the look on his face when she slaps him.
yes, dear.
He's like, oh, I haven't felt these feelings in a while.
So then she's like,
yeah.
okay.
I was sitting there going,
not bothered in the barn.
Spank her, Jamie, spank her.
No, she spanked him this time across the face.
Yeah, but she needed a good whipping.
Yeah, and all I'm going to say is, look down. I'll leave it at that.
And sorry for the raving beast.
Yeah, it was sorry for being the raving beast. She's like, oh, that part I rather like. But it was funny. We had subtitles on my television, and it said Raven Beast, Raven. I was like, that's not what he said. Even the subtitles can't understand his Scottish accent. But
they go in and start having discussions after that scene, and I'm like, why are you talking about Wiley after that?
Yeah. Yeah, and then I don't fault Jamie for wanting Bonnet dead. He's apologizing. That's why I love Jamie. He has this big old heart, and I don't think he did anything wrong. But she's like, no, you're right. It doesn't matter why he wants to see Bonnet dead, for himself or for Bree. He has that feeling for his daughter that this guy did something wrong, and he just kind of like Blackjack. He just wanted him gone.
Yeah. Well, he's evil.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, and I don't think Bonnet is as bad as Blackjack, but then again, he is because of what he did to Bree. That's his daughter. It's different, right?
And you can see the depth of his evil when he finds out about Jimmy inheriting.
Yeah, I have Hobbit hanging out with Bonnet, drinking tea, and then Mr. Hobbit, second breakfast guy, is like, ooh, congratulations on order. Your son is due to inherit. I was like, why would he say that? Why would Hobbit even know that? Like,
I don't know.
come on.
But you can see Bonnet's face.
And then I was like, Hobbit is a douche. Well, I had a different word there. I'll just say douche. And then ends right there. And that's the last thing that I have.
Yep. Definitely, I've seen people with that look on their face.
Yeah.
When they realize, what somebody has something of value. So then suddenly I expect him to
Well, he was
trying to come into
haunting
Jimmy's
her
life.
anyway.
He was, but now I
More
expect
prevalent.
he's gonna pretend to be a changed man and
Oh, I don't know.
interested
He's probably
in
gonna
Jimmy
kidnap him or
and-
something. Horrible. Did you see how spiffy he looked? You know, you can clean up
Yeah.
a scumbag, but you can't take the scum out of the scumbag. Still a scumbag.
Amen, sister.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I think that was one of our quickest reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that I loved this episode. The mole
Mhm.
thing and the barn scene.
Yeah.
The Jamie Claire barn
I was
scene.
gonna say the Jamie and Claire Barnes.
Oh,
yeah.
when Wiley like has his man pride, his dandy, insufferable dandy pride hurt, and he's marching out of the barn. I was like, oh no, I've got poop on me bum.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That mole.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that face. Did you like the episode?
I loved it.
It was one of my favorite
Mm-hmm.
of this season. So, yeah.
It's about time there was some passion there with Jamie and Claire.
Yeah.
I think I've been missing that.
Good married couple scene for sure.
I'm okay with admitting that. Like, yeah, they needed that.
That was
I
good.
think it was good for them.
Yep. Think of it. What do you think of it? Yes. Yes.
Are you an insufferable dandy cross?
Thank you for hanging out with us. This is the Celtic
Gypsy.
Please like and
Subscribe.
bye.
What does my face look like?
Open your eyes. Go like this. Hi, I'm Brittany.
I need toothpicks.
Yeah, like that.
Hi. Welcome to Celtic Gypsies.
All right. Well, thank you so much. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you for being with
What
the
do you think,
Celtic
Cross?
Gypsies. This
What do
is
you
Crossy. Crossy.